Good morning and good Sunday to you, Lead Bullets for Life. And today I have a special treat. Yes, folks, I caught a bug. It's not the kind of bug where you get sick and it blows over. This is the kind of bug that you have and it lasts forever. Is it a bad thing? Not in this case. Anyways, over the course of a few years after watching videos on revolvers and loading for revolvers, such as 38 Special, 57 Magnum, 44, etc., I caught the revolver bug. And so I was purchasing some of those revolvers, and I purchased maybe one revolver in 22 caliber. As I lived in California, so as time went on, getting revolvers on the DOJ list was far and few. Thank God that there's a few that are on the list that are my favorites, and I have one I need to show you, before I go any further. Gun Sam, this is for you, sir. You inspired me on this one, and I just couldn't help after watching the videos and seeing you waving this beautiful piece of hardware in your videos. It's more than a mortal man can bear. So I went and broke down, and here we go. The model 686 Smith & Wesson -6, 6-shot, heavy underlug barrel, adjustable sights, double action, single action. Now, why did I get the 4-inch model? Well, a few reasons. Number one, I'll be carrying it on duty for a part-time work. Second of all, I needed something a little bit longer than the snub nose to reach out a little bit further. And I also wanted to test out 38 Special plus P revolver, and the 357 Magnum is perfect for that application because it's strong enough to hold the pressure. Then there's full power 357 Magnums. Now I chose this one over the Model 66, and I'll tell you why. If you look at the muzzle, here's what you don't see. You don't see the shroud. It's a solid barrel. That just shows strength right there. Okay, it shows quality. It does have the little lock on it. It is what it is, but it doesn't affect the performance of the gun. I noticed that if you look, it's pretty shiny. It didn't come out of the box like this, folks. I had to put a little elbow grease to it last night when I got it from the gun shop, and I just wanted to make sure that it was presentable in the camera. So here I am, wiping off fingerprints off it, like a newborn baby. And it is my new baby, by the way. One thing I need to talk about though is if you ever do buy a stainless steel revolver, make sure you do polish up the front of the cylinder before you shoot it, and I'll tell you why. When you build up a polish on the front of the cylinder, you're adding kind of like a sheen, like a protector. So when you do fire the gun, cleaning won't be so hard. It'll come off easily, with a few strokes of polish, and the rest of the gun as well. Like you're inside your fortune cone area, and where the firing pin is. Okay, wherever you get blast from the discharging cartridge. The cylinder is really. You can see a small gap in there. It looks like maybe a 5 to a 6. I would say 4, but I think I'm pushing it. It's more like a 6, which is perfect for me as far as like gap size goes. I wouldn't like it to have anything any larger than that. I just think it's more efficient to have a closer gap. So most of my rounds I'll be shooting out of today will be the old conventional lubed rounds, and I had these rounds sitting in my drawer for about a year or so. When I bought my Henry, I made loads for it, and I haven't fired my Henry in a long time. And there's a reason for that, because I want to true stain the walnut on it before I get it too damaged. So that'll be my next project, and then I'll take it out and fire it again. But yeah, so this is my new collection. I have 2 snub noses. I have a Sentinel 9-shot 22 revolver, and now I have the Smith & Wesson 686-6. I live in California, folks, so getting revolvers, is far and few, because every year you see, the state of California deleting types of handguns and revolvers that we would all like to have in other states. You know, so other states are very fortunate. They're free states. They you know, their legislation is a little bit more lenient when it comes to handgun purchases. California, you know, they want companies to destroy a few handguns before they can sell them to the public, and I don't think if companies are willing to do that. The drop test on what I'm talking about. But anywho, we're gonna take this out to the range today, sight it in, and at the end of the range session, we'll come back and we'll give you a final thought on the new revolver. All right, stay tuned.
One more. Take your time. Stare at the dot. Squeeze. Good. Come down,
Hey, I think you killed your prairie dog.
We're gonna put 6 rounds on the top target, 158 grain semi-wet cutter, a 4 grainger red dot.
same spot. Stand over here. No, it's reasonably accurate. When you brace your shots, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was left orange bullseye. Not bad. Fantastic. Not bad. All right, Riley, off to the stand.
We're gonna go get it in a little bit. So do you, I think.
Fun. I can see why people like them.
Yeah, like you said, for you, you'd probably have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
They're not real heavy. To me, it was, the M1 is a much better rifle for like you. That's
Do you want me to take this stuff?
no, we'll wait till we get back.
Okay.
And then that's it. We get the car unattended while we're doing this. So.
As you can see, all the hits are hitting in the black. I did not do any adjustments to the sights. It came out of the factory like that, so I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. And they shoot these 168 grain semi-wet cutters pretty good.
Between the three of us, it adjusts pretty well.
Yeah.
Until you're on target and ready to shoot. Ever. Okay? It's semi-automatic every time you touch that trigger. It sends a round out. Well, how do you pull it if you touch it, right? How do you keep from pulling the trigger? You don't touch it. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. There is no shoot. You're ready to shoot.
Hey, what's it? See my third dog.
Okay, we will.
Rifle shooter number 7. You're shooting on number 8's target.
Right in my face.
Some shelving units on the pistol side. So anything in those shelves you can grab and put down on your desk. Okay. Fire instructions set like this one throughout the range. We just ask you to stand all the way to your bench. Is that for everyone to use? If someone standing like that right in front of you, so
All right, 168 grain, semi-wet cutter, 4.3 grains of Lion power pistol. I made an error earlier, it's not red dot, it's power pistol. But look at the accuracy in that, and I didn't even touch the sights on it. Alright, so we're back from the range, and I'm sorry to say that I was not able to test out the 213 grain very special that I wanted to. Unfortunately, I thought I had the box in my ammo can. Turned out to be some other ammo that I had. So I ended up shooting the 168 grain semi-wet cutter, and it wasn't red dot, by the way. It was Lion pistol power pistol at 4.3 grain. So here's the results of today's shoot. That's 100 rounds in the black at 25 yards. You know, a couple of went outside a little bit, but you know, 100 rounds is a lot of rounds, you know, to keep sighting in and squinting out in daylight. But even with a fuzzy front sight, I was still able to hit them in the black. Trigger control, trigger smoothness, single action, all were superb. I did not have to adjust the sights. As soon as I put it on the black, it hit the black. So I started to, you know, sight it in at the bottom of the red, and it was hitting it, you know, as you can see here, it just tore it up. Okay, my whole outlook on this Smith & Wesson 686 is I can see why all the owners of these revolvers love them so much. They just plain work. They are extremely accurate, extremely durable, controllable. I mean, you know, even the rubber grips here that it comes with were not too bad. You know, I can live with this. I don't need any fancy Hogues or Packmeyers, you know, to get a good control on it. So, you know, again, the 6-shot revolver is what I love. And when it comes to revolvers, you know, again, you can't call it a 6-gun if it's a 7-shooter. You know, I don't feel I need the extra round. If I would need an extra round, I'd go with a high cap semi-automatic, you know, pistol. But I would, you know, this is going to be one of my cherished treasures here. So after this, we're going to go ahead and take a little polish to it, clean it up, get it back to brand new specs again, and then get it ready for the next shoot. I don't know if I mentioned, I may have failed to mention a few things about the revolver itself. I bought it at a place where it was going out of business. They're actually going to move out of state, actually, and they don't want to, you know, work in California no more. So the guy gave me a good deal on it, you know, and he gave me a rock bottom price. I paid $7.19 for it, you know, and I thought it was a pretty fair deal. Tax and dross, of course. Well, money well spent for sure. Anyways, this is Lead Bullets for Life. Thanks for joining my channel today. And if you like what you see, want to see more, please rate, subscribe, and make comments, please. I'd like to hear what you got to say. All right, you take care. Have a good Sunday afternoon.